The Koch brothers think that they're leading the new civil rights movement. I'm not kidding. According to the Washington Post, Charles Koch told attendees at his California summit this weekend that he and his brother's conservative activism is like the anti-slavery and civil rights movements. Quote, "Look at the American Revolution, the anti-slavery movement, the women's suffrage movement, the civil rights movement. All these struck a moral chord with the American people. They all sought to overcome an injustice. And we too are seeking to right injustices that are holding our country back." Remember the Kochs, right? Through their different various organizations, have vowed this year, in 2016, to spend $900 million to influence the election, or essentially to try and buy the election. That's insanity. According to the Washington Post, Charles Koch's comparison, Sunday comes along with a larger campaign to improve their image among the public. Having some image problems there, Charles Koch? Perhaps it's the things that you do that are giving you a bad image. For example, you were getting oil from Native American land that your company was skimming off the top. You were stealing oil from Native Americans. Yeah, that kind of makes you look bad. You skirt all sorts of environmental regulations and destroy environments. Yeah, that kind of makes you look bad. A lot of the shit that you do makes you look bad, so of course you're going to have a PR problem. So now they're trying to go out and fix that PR problem. Maybe you should stop being such evil assholes. Or maybe you should stop trying to purchase our government. That might go a long way. I'm just saying. Now he continues. If we cannot unite the majority of Americans behind the vision, I'd rather not see his vision of America, then we're done for. So that to me has to be our number one objective. But to do so, we've got to do a much better job of understanding what matters to most people, and then to demonstrate that a free society gives them the best opportunity of achieving that. Free society. Giving corporations the right to pollute your water and then taking away your health care, your social security, isn't exactly something that gives people the best opportunity for freedom. I'm just saying. What about buying off your politician with unlimited dark money so they can privatize everything? That also doesn't do a lot for poor people. That doesn't do much at all. In fact, that hurts poor people. But a side effect of that is that it will do a lot of good for the Kochs. These guys actually think that they're the modern day civil rights movement. According to documents, and this is interesting, according to documents, Charles Koch had actually been an active member in the John Birch Society during its campaigns against the actual civil rights movement. This John Birch Society called people like Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. communists and said that they were being trained by the Russians, by the Soviet Union, to overthrow America. Fred Koch, the Koch brothers' father, was an avid, basically anti-communist, who went around accusing people of being a communist when they obviously were not. And of course, the Koch brothers take after their father. They just kind of lower down the scale of the rhetoric. Instead of communists, they rail against collectivists. Oh, those goddamn collectivists. No. America would be so much better if everybody looked out for themselves. If everybody were just as selfish as we are, other than our charitable giving, then, America would be so much better if everybody just looked out for themselves. And if you let our corporation pollute your water. Another thing the Koch brothers did. In 2011, Koch-backed Americans for Prosperity actually helped end a school integration program in Wake County, North Carolina. You know what this program did? It allowed African American kids living in poorer neighborhoods to actually attend better schools, the more funded schools, so they can actually get a quality education. They oppose African Americans being able to get a better education. They helped elect a majority Republican school board in Wake County so that they could do away with a very successful integration program that actually helped African Americans get a better education, and basically segregated them to different schools based on not only racial but socioeconomic factors. Really? And you're going to say that you are the modern embodiment of the civil rights movement? When you're a John Bircher, right? When you're a Bircher and you're a segregationist, you're going to call yourself a modern civil rights leader. Oh, what a joke. What a fucking joke.